one-page, two-page presentation because we've been updating the board and the community since January on where we are. The only budget update that I have is that we're going to add $403,000 to our budget from fund balance restricted from debt service, and that's to pay for the 2011 capital project. If you remember, we have about $700,000 unused monies in that capital project, and by law we can only use it to reduce monies in that we pay for that fund. And this year we're paying $403,000 in between interest and capital. So our budget compared to January and January 25th, it's $79.6 million. It's a 4.9% increase compared to last year. Our preliminary tax levy is $41.7 million. That's 2.4%. Our fund balance use is going to be $3.4 million. And remember that out of that 3.4 million, 2.2 is from it's to be moved to the repair reserve, and then we have the fund balance restricted from debt service. We need to move it through the operating budget to pay for that interest and principal. Any questions?
2.4?
What's the 2.4?
The repair, it's out of the 3.4, 2.2.
It's how much the fund balance is increasing by?
No, it's what,
Go ahead, Enrique.
I'm sorry, so you want,
she's asking why we're moving the 2.2 and why that number from the fund balance
Okay.
to the repair reserve.
last year we did very well.
I just want to know what 2.4%.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
The
2
2.4
point
million.
is
No.
the increase between the tax levy from last year to the tax levy of this year.
So, but can we increase? I thought we had to keep under cap.
No, we have to, the reason this year is 2.4 is, there's two reasons. First of all, I think I mentioned that there's a growth factor, meaning that there's new construction in the district. So that went up this year. For 2 or 3 years they didn't. So that gave us a couple of percentages. And then also we had, if you remember last year, our tax levy decreased. So last year, if you remember, we issued new debt for the 2015 capital budget, and we're starting to pay it. So that adds to the tax levy. So remember, the tax levy, the cap is not 1.26. That's the basic. Then you can add all the money that you're paying from debt and interest that was voted for. And then you have an increase. For example, this year the increase in inflation was 1.26, so you can add that 1.26. So in that sense, our tax levy percentage is going up 2.4%.
So you're saying there's a base that fits underneath the state guidelines for this year, whatever the inflation rate guidelines is. Then on top of that, we added some for debt service that was voted on, and that adds a percentage to it. And then there's a growth rate that we haven't had in years past. And so those things add up. So our base was somewhere below 2%, and then you had these other things in it.
Well, the base for everyone this year was 1.26, which was inflation rate. the difference between the 2.4 and the 1.26 was our growth rate and the fact that we had additional capital projects that added to that portion that we can add on. And that's why, if you remember, we said that it's very important for us to start the next capital project before our 2001 bond matures, because then if we don't do it, our tax levy cap will be way below what the state tax cap will be.
So just to be really clear, with the 2.4%, that is okay, we're not exceeding the tax cap with that, there won't be any supermajority required, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so you know, as it is today with the assessed values, the tax rate increases will be 2.2% for Cortland and negative 0.22 for Pixley. And remember, last year our tax cap was negative
Yeah.
0.6.
Just over 0.4.
Any more questions?